You said it's dumb?
It's so dumb because you cancel people and then 2 weeks later, we still talking about them. So what was the purpose of canceling them?
What's cancel culture?
What's up, everybody? It's Denori, and this is I Have Questions, Bittersweet series, week 2. I'm here with Nadia and Nicole, and we're going to be talking about forgiveness. How do you cancel the debt and not cancel the person? Forgiveness. It's cancel culture, right?
Yeah.
We canceling everybody.
Cancel culture is dumb.
You said it's dumb?
It's so dumb because you cancel people and then 2 weeks later, we still talking about them. So what was the purpose of canceling them?
What's cancel culture?
It's like
Cancel culture. So it's like if somebody says something that's famous and it's offensive to a large group of people, then you cancel them. Like, you know how a show gets canceled, it's not on air anymore. So you stop supporting them, you stop buying their stuff, like get their show canceled, try to get them off the air.
basically we stop supporting them.
Yeah, just stop supporting them.
That sounds kind of dumb.
It
But
is dumb.
If you're talking, to your point, if you're talking about somebody who did something bad, you really are giving them more publicity.
Exactly. So it's just like, what's the purpose? Because you're talking, they have news shows, like articles, TikToks, like, you're not canceling them, you're just ranting about them in a negative way. So
Yeah.
what's the purpose?
So then they get more airtime because people are asking them, why'd you say this? Why'd you do that? And they're getting paid.
Yeah. Do you think that kind of translates in how we do people who do us wrong that aren't famous when we're talking about forgiveness?
Yeah, I feel like, because like with some people, you may they may do you wrong and you'll just talk about them, keep talking about the situation, keep talking about them, bash them. And it's just like, you say you don't like the person or you say like, oh yeah, I don't care about this person, but you're still talking about them. So obviously it still matters to you.
Yeah, they on your mind.
They on your mind.
They on your mind. So when somebody does us dirty, instead of canceling them, which really means continuing to talk about them, you know,
Just
puffing
negatively.
them up negatively, what can we do?
Forget about it.
Yeah, just don't.
That's still canceling them in another way, I guess.
But you don't talk about it. You like, you forget
You don't
about them and
feed
be
it,
like,
yeah.
I don't even, it's not even across my mind. I don't think about them at all.
Yeah. Can you forget about the wrong that they did and still acknowledge them as a human being, though? You like, I'm really struggling.
I feel like you could still acknowledge them, but I mean, I don't think I'm gonna forget what you did, you know? Like, because in the back of my mind, it's still gonna be there. It's gonna be like, that's why I'm gonna keep you at arm's length. It's never gonna be the same friendship, relationship, anything like that. But I'm not gonna be like, bash you, do you dirty type stuff.
Yeah. So there's a scripture in the Bible in Colossians chapter 3, verse 13. It says, bear with each other and forgive one another. If anyone has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all of these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together. So because God forgave us, right, we're naturally supposed to forgive other people, right?
Yeah.
But how do we do that practically? That's not always
We work
easy
in
to
progress. So it's the best, I think. But like, it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Give me an example, any example. It could be you or like something that a friend told you, something like that, where somebody did something trifling, right? We're gonna call it what it is. They did something trifling, and you had to find a way to forgive them, like keep engaging with them. Oh, you got one?
No, because me and my friend, we still talk about this to this day. So we were like in middle school, and my friend liked this boy, and so they were like making jokes or whatever, and like there was something embarrassing that happened to me, and so that's what they're making a joke about. So I'm looking at my friend, I'm like, she better not say nothing. She better not say nothing, cause don't even try to slip that in the joke. And then she gonna say it in the joke, and everyone's laughing. I'm just like, That's not funny. Bad joke. And so I didn't talk to her for like a week because I was like, why would you say that? You were trying to impress this boy so bad. And so like, but I feel like that maybe that's different because like we've been friends for like a long time. But like that, like it hurt my feelings. So I was like, still, I feel like I kind of got over it because I was like, okay, I get why you did it. But I feel like for that, I kind of just like had to, you know, see where she was coming from. Even though that's still trifling me, trying to make jokes about me for some boy.
Well, you still got a little
Girl.
You still got a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's a little tad.
But it's a process though, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are still friends,
Yeah, we're
right?
still
You still
friends.
love her.
Yeah.
For me, it's harder for me to forgive people that are super close to me than it is for me to forgive like,
Strangers. And
a
stuff.
stranger. Because a stranger is like, okay, I have no expectations of you. But like family,
Y'all know better.
Yeah, you do.
right?
But I feel like for that, like that was like some petty childish stuff. If it was like worse, then I think it would be the same things you like. Because it's like, you know how this bothers me. So why would you even take it there?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think like the hardest person or hardest situation for me to forgive was probably like when I was, I think 14, my parents split up and like they were, you know, in church and like my mom was over, like they were over the marriage ministry at church and I was just like,
You're being
Right.
fake.
right, like, man, my whole life is a lie. Everything's a lie. I hate all of y'all. I'm never speaking to y'all again, which is kind of hard because y'all are taking care of me. But it was really, really hard for me to forgive that because it was like my family, like these are my parents, you know, and I could have canceled them. You know, I guess essentially I was living with my mom when my parents split. I could have canceled my dad. I kind of did for a little bit, honestly. Like I just was ignoring his calls and stuff. Visitation wasn't really going. But then I had to realize like the weight that was putting on me as a person. I was sad, like, but it was coming out as anger, right? Like my feelings were hurt, but it was coming out as me having an attitude. And then I'm getting in trouble at school. I'm snapping on teachers. When really, I'm just holding on to something that I need to let go of, right? So it was a study done, right, by Johns Hopkins. And I didn't do this study, but somebody told me, you know, a little birdie, that if you don't forgive people, it can cause like heart conditions, like anxiety, stuff like that.
It makes sense, because like it's just all that anger just heavy on your heart.
Yeah. So in moments like that, do y'all ever feel like anxiety or like pressure when you're around somebody who did you dirty? Like if you know you got to see somebody who did something to you.
My whole mood just changed. Like whole mood just changed, because I'll just get really quiet because it's like I just don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
So like I'll just like get quiet, reserved, won't talk. And I'll try to get away from that situation as quickly as possible. Because I just don't want to, especially like if I haven't like 100% forgave you, I don't want to say nothing to like out of pocket or anything like that to hurt your feelings, because I'm still going through my process.
So you just be more reserved in those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I be clenching my fist. I be like,
Oh, you're ready to fight.
I be like, ooh, they must get away from me.
She's like, you tested me. You tested me.
Tell me not to 10 feet.
Not even 6? You want a whole 10. Bump
10
COVID
feet.
restrictions. You just like,
We're going the extra
Y'all
mile.
better move.
this forgiveness restriction, right? Trying to forgive you, back up off me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for ourselves, right, not canceling people, because a lot of times it means we what?
Like you cut them off.
We cut them off, or what's
You
the
just
other
start
thing?
like negative, like feeding into that negativity.
Feeding into that negativity, which feeds into our own negativity.
Yeah.
And it comes out in other ways that are not healthy, that mess our lives up. So, for everybody who's watching this, remember, cancel the debt, don't cancel the person. Because at the end of the day, what we do, we need to be forgiven for. Like, we all do stuff ourselves, right? And God forgives us. So, some way, somehow, it's a process. It takes time. Sometimes it takes 50 feet and clenching your fists. But don't cancel the person. Cancel the debt. Forgive as Christ forgave us. We love y'all, and we'll see you next time.